The episode of Sovryn Tech you are about to experience is largely a work of fiction. The ideas, concepts, science, and possibilities do not necessarily reflect those of the performers or I, your host, and it likely doesn't reflect anything close to reality. It is also a very uncensored, erotic, and adult content-filled show, so don't say the Golden Stallion didn't warn you. It is meant for entertainment purposes only. A huge thank you, of course, to all of the actors involved and to the Sovryn Tech Patreon subscribers that, really made all of this possible. But now, with that said, happy Halloween, everyone. I'd also like to take a moment to thank our Sovryn Tech sponsors. Of course, they are legion. If you're looking to get your hands on precious metals, gold, silver, and all the rest of it, and you'd like to use Bitcoin in doing that, going with a Bitcoin-preferred business, please be sure to go to Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. Just head to gold.zog.ninja to get your hands on great pieces for great prices, and believe me, with great service. That's Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. You want to go to gold.zog.ninja and you will get hooked up by one of the best businesses in the world, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. And if you're looking for the most customer-friendly, Bitcoin-friendly, activist-friendly, liberty-friendly, crypto-friendly, these guys are friendly. Bicontinental web hosting service, you want to go to agoristhosting.com. These guys are the people you want to be dealing with if you want a web host that takes your website seriously and understands where you're coming from as an individual, an entrepreneur, and an activist. They also offer hosting for OpenBazaar. Woo! Can you beat that? For OpenBazaar, if you want to take advantage of the real free market in the world today. That's right. Believe me, if you've never used OpenBazaar, you got to check it out, and you're going to find out real quick why you want to have Agorist Hosting be a part of your OpenBazaar business. So that's agoristhosting.com, just like, Agorist. I love Agorist, man. Let's do this, real free markets, and let them know. Just let agoristhosting.com know Brian Sovryn sent you. And the show is also sponsored by CryptoCompare.com. If you want to keep track of everything that's going on in the cryptocurrency space, from prices to the best wallets to all kinds of social and more, you want to head over to CryptoCompare.com. Believe me, I leave their website open 24/7 on my big rig to keep an eye on things, and so can you. That's CryptoCompare.com. Thank you to all of the Sovryn Tech sponsors. But before we start, I just want to say this. It's been a long ride for this one. Okay, but let's let this ride go just a little bit longer here, because before we start, what you're going to hear here in a minute is a replay of the segment intros, or interstitials as they're called, from episode 75 of Sovryn Tech. That's right, from like almost over 3 years ago. Episode 75 of Sovryn Tech to episode 199 of Sovryn Tech. That's right up to date to now. And then, of course, episode 200 is coming. These intros, they'll introduce you to the characters in Sovryn Tech's history, and all of which will play a part in the coming episode. So, with all that said, here these go. And then we'll get you a little recap of episode 199B, and then it's on to all the good stuff, baby. Woo! Because the show must go on. Here we go.
Accessing agent files. Brian Sovryn, early 21st century anarchist, creator and host of the podcast Sovryn Tech. By the year 2021, the show would be instrumental in the downfall of various conservative ideologies in the government, helping usher in an incredible time.
Hello, Mr.
Sovryn. Brian Sovryn. And yours?
Natalia. Care to play a game of roulette?
I'd love to.
Number and color?
69. Black.
As you wish. Tech roulette. You're a lucky man, Mr. Sovryn. Not many win so well at the game of chance.
That's because it's not a game of chance, Natalia. It's a game of choice.
Game of choice. You are quite the man, Mr. Sovryn. Are you busy tonight?
Natalia, if you'll excuse me, I just received a very important email.
Later then, Mr. Sovryn. Important email.
Agent Sovryn, go to this webpage and follow. What kind of webpage is this? Is that Natalia? I better go to the
Website of the week.
Who knew you could ride a bike so well?
I don't know if I can get us away from that helicopter. Don't you have a gun?
Oh, there's never a need for lethal force. I'll handle this.
How did you do that?
We'll be fine. A quick hack solves everything.
Hack, Zach.
Well, looks like we made it out of the country. Good driving. Let's find some place to relax.
Somewhere with a nice big bed, I think. Let me pull up an app.
Sounds good to me.
Software of the week.
Oh, Natalia.
Oh, it feels so good. I'm so close.
I know what you need.
The climax.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. If you'll excuse me. You're not Natalia. Who are you?
Oh, hello, Mr. Sovryn. Natalia is on another mission. I'm Elizabeth. I'm here to debrief you.
I'd love for you to debrief me, but how did you get in my room?
The bellboy let me in.
Well, hooray for the bellboy.
Tech roulette. I just received an encrypted message from D-Central with your next mission, and it looks like I'm coming along.
Why, Elizabeth, I wouldn't have it any other way. You're clearly good at staying on top of things.
It helps when one's partner is very skilled.
No, we can have more fun later. What does the message say?
Important messages.
Do you still have it?
Got it right here. How does this affect System D?
I don't know. The message just said it was important.
I think we need to find out more about this.
Tool of the week.
We're never going to make it out alive if those blockchain drones get off the ground.
I can handle that. You just find us another ride.
Get on!
Nice moves. When did you learn that?
On with you. No guns, no killing. Are the drones taken care of?
They are now. Nothing works better than a quick hack. Let's get going.
Zach.
Oh, we made it.
They're not kidding when they say you're the best, Mr. Sovryn.
Oh, Elizabeth, you haven't seen anything yet.
Oh, really?
Really? Why don't I show you?
Right here? Out in the woods? On the bike?
Elizabeth, I can rise to any occasion.
Oh, Brian. The climax. This is Jane Smith reporting for WASP News. We report so you don't have to decide. Now, we're live outside of Sovryn Studios, where a protest has been taking place. Sir, what is going on here?
We're going to put an end to his godless hedonism. He's corrupting the entire planet.
You must be talking about the golden stallion of the tech world? Brian Sovryn?
That's right. That sex fiend of an anarchist has crossed the line. We're going to rip his triple black clothing and then him to shreds.
But Brian Sovryn believes in nonviolence.
We don't care. He wants to end government and wants to pervert science and technology to do it. Brian Sovryn has to be stopped.
This just in. Brian Sovryn is coming out of the studio. Thank you for the exclusive, Mr. Sovryn.
Please, Jane. It'll be our pleasure. Tea?
Oh, thank you. I must say, for an anarchist, you're not what I expected.
I'll assume that's a compliment.
It is. Is it true what they say about you? That you're a godless hedonist, bent on ending governments and conservative values?
All true.
But, what about supporting the troops? Marriage, white picket fences, and apple pie?
Come on, Jane. I love pie. As far as everything else, it's all just here to keep you from being happy. Wouldn't you rather be traveling the world, fucking every day, not worrying about what other people think?
Oh my, Mr. Sovryn. Come to think of it, I never felt like I fit into the system very well. I always wondered what it's like to be with an anarchist.
Well, here's your chance to roll the roulette wheel and find out.
Tech Roulette. That was... I'm speechless.
Oh, if I'm leaving a reporter speechless, I must be doing things right. Natalia? What's going on?
Agent Sovryn. Read this. Then meet me at the Central HQ. I have to go. What was that? And why would someone give you something on paper these days?
Because it's something that is too important to risk sending digitally. As for what the message says, it looks like I've been doing things wrong.
Important messages.
Jane and Natalia, come on!
They're right behind us. We can't just jump off this building.
No, but with a little help I called on.
Hello, Agent Sovryn. The jetpacks you requested?
Right on time, Elizabeth.
I am not flying with one of those.
I'll hold you, Jane. Relax. Tech is just a tool.
Tool of the week.
This is Jane Smith, formerly of WASP News, now an anarchist. And I want to introduce you to Brian Sovryn, former agent of...
I have little time. You need to know what's going on. The government is lying to you. Corporations are lying to you. Even is lying to you. They're trying to centralize everything. Trust yourselves. Your computer is your only country. Coexist and learn all that you can. Hack the planet.
Hack.
Agent Sovryn, Skylab C is in a polar orbit of the Earth.
Computer, it's not agent anymore. We don't work for them. Natalia, Elizabeth, Jane, and I, and anyone else that wants to join us, we're rogue now. We have to put an end to domination.
Mr. Sovryn, come join us. Yeah, join us. Don't be a wanker.
Well, there's no reason not to have fun in the process. I'm coming, ladies!
Anarchy! The climax.
Welcome, Agent Sovryn. Please put on your headset to enter virtual reality.
I'm ready. Hit me.
Now entering Unimatrix 0.
I love this place. Secret community away from the...
Hey, Agent Sovryn.
Hello, who are you?
I'm Pixel. I like this place you've built in VR. Encrypted, secure, and very private. No one from the corporate system to see us or tell us what to do.
And if you're here, you must be friends with...
Oh yes, I've met the other girls, Brian. But I'm here now because we have another mission. We need to hack into the new system. They're about to...
Tell me on the way. Let's get out of Unimatrix 0. And don't worry, a quick hack solves everything.
Hack, Zach.
I'm in. That was almost too easy.
Easy? More like you're very talented.
Thank you, Agent Sovryn. I hear you're very talented yourself.
Oh, Pixel. Flattery will get you everywhere with me. What do we have?
Blockchain transactions, smart contracts, the usual nonsense from... Wait a minute. What's this?
That looks like...
Important messages.
Did you get all of the data?
I got all of it. It's finished once we get this uploaded.
That's if we can get away from those blockchain drones in time.
Don't worry, I've got it covered. Over here.
I love a woman with a motorcycle.
Get on. A bike is always my first choice.
First choice. Pixel and Agent Sovryn. Welcome to Unimatrix 0.
Thanks, computer. So, Brian, looks like we have the whole place to ourselves.
We do, actually. Did you have something in mind to do?
Well, this is virtual reality. I thought maybe we could.
Pixel, you look. I love VR.
Come here, Brian. Oh, fuck yes.
The climax.
Pixel! Pixel, I'm being chased by assassin bots. I need an exit. Pixel!
Brian Sovryn, come with me if you want to leave.
Who are you?
I'm Adelaide. I'll tell you more later. Get in the vehicle.
Get in a car with a scantily clad and beautiful woman? Guess it's been my first choice before. Let's go.
First choice.
Whoa, hey, you want to slow down?
I don't do slow. I move fast.
Okay, well, so you're French.
Everyone in the future speaks French.
Wait. The future?
From 2099. Permanent Autonomous Zone, Osiris-1. You've been there.
Oh, this isn't happening. It only thinks it's happening. How do I know you're from Osiris-1?
RGP fingerprint Omega 746566666.
Okay, you're legit. Hey, really, be careful. You drive like you're playing a video game.
That is how you programmed me. Game talk.
Pixel says it should be this panel.
We need to hack into the control center to shut down all of those assassin bots.
Well, you're the android. Can't you just jack in?
Oui. But the way I connect is more like a jack off.
Was that a joke?
Hacking is no joke.
Directly connecting certainly beats doing it with the keyboard.
You're notorious for your love of cyber sex.
Okay, now that was a joke. Just get hacking.
A quick hack solves everything. Hack sack.
Adelaide, why are we stopping?
In the future, we have a custom.
What's the custom?
After a successful mission, a team usually has love, a ménage à trois, or orgy.
Yeah, there's only two of us.
I already contacted the others to come join us. I love women too.
Whoa, Adelaide, you're beautiful, but you're an android.
I am fully functional. I am programmed in multiple techniques, a broad variety of...
Wow, I guess so. You did say you move fast. Adelaide, the future is going to be so good.
Previously on Sovryn Tech.
Come here, Brian.
Brian Sovryn. Oh, no wonder people were protesting your debauchery.
Yes. Oh, I love Brian.
It's a jolly good time. Jolly good.
Oh, I love women. Oh, yes. I may be an android, but I still need love.
Jane, darling, show me your knickers, would you?
Oh, yes. Pixel. Oh, eat my pussy, Pixel. Oh, God. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We did not have this under communism. Oh.
You keep having fun, ladies. I'll be right back. Agent Sovryn here.
Brian?
Hey, Stephanie, my love. Oh, what's going on? You're missing out on quite the party here.
Jane. Oh, Jane. I thought you were so conservative.
It sounds like it. Well, that's all right. I had plenty of late-night fun with the girls back in the base.
Oh, I know it. Most of them never stop talking about you. I know I sure as hell can.
Oh, Brian, I love you.
I love you too, hot stuff. So, what's going on? I don't imagine you called to hear all your girlfriends moaning.
Well, you told me to let you know the instant your favorite toy was finished getting repaired.
The lady is ready?
The status report from Dr. Goldblossom just came in. She says Red Wolf is ready to go.
Oh, man, I can't wait. All right. I'm going to head over to the Wolf's Lair now. Well, actually, I just need to finish up here quick. Ooh.
Go have fun with the girls, Brian. But, save some for me.
Actually, Stephanie, what are you up to in a couple of hours?
Yes.
Your lips are so soft. To kiss you all over.
Did the ladies keep you longer than expected?
Something like that. You know how those things go.
Oh, I know. So, this is the Wolf's Lair. It suits you. Dark, in a cave. It's like your Batman fantasy and caveman fantasy all wrapped into one hollow mesa in the desert.
You know me too well, love. But yeah, this is it. Ever since Skylab C was destroyed a year ago, I needed a new base of operations and some new toys. I thought this was the perfect place for that. All of the magnetic anomalies and heat signatures throughout just about any satellite surveillance I could imagine. And Dr. Goldblossom has done amazing work in engineering and design.
Oh, she does amazing work, all right. And I certainly like her design.
I don't doubt that. And then, she built this. Red Wolf.
You've been flying this helicopter almost non-stop this past year. Well, whenever you're not in VR in Unimatrix Zero. It's no wonder it needed so much work done to it.
Well, I just figured that if a bunch of asshats are threatening to throw my friends out of helicopters, I'd build my own helicopter to put theirs out of commission.
Thus, Red Wolf, loaded with the most advanced defensive mechanisms ever built. Laser-based system disruptors, sunburst anti-missile countermeasures, microwave jamming equipment, Li-Fi communication systems, stealth mode, remote piloting, and return-to-base protocol, capable of Mach speeds and near-orbital flight, powered by a mini thorium reactor, with sandbox systems built in an air-gapped...
Are you making fun of one of my speeches?
Me? Oh, never.
I love you.
I love you too, you hot man.
Want to go for a ride?
In Red Wolf?
Yeah, come on. I'll take it easy. I won't kick in the jets too much.
Well, I suppose we haven't been on a date in a while.
I'll take you wherever you want to go. Rome, Yellowknife, Iceland, the stars.
All right, Man of Tomorrow. You get to whisk me away, but surprise me on the destination.
You got it.
Red Wolf systems ready.
All right, fasten safety belts.
You know, in New Hampshire, you don't have to wear safety belts.
Funny, but in the lady here, you're going to want to, believe me.
Hey, why do you keep calling Red Wolf the lady?
That's an old inside nerd joke.
Your favorite kind.
Ready?
Ready.
Let's go. Upside down. This one can. Agent Sovryn here.
Agent Sovryn, the base is under attack by assassin bots. Repeat, we're under attack. We're under...
Natalia? Natalia?
How did they find our base? Do you think it's the ominous blockchain?
Almost certainly. But I don't know how they found the base. Computer, is the Wolf Slayer under any kind of attack?
Negative. The lair is under normal operations.
We have to get to the base then.
We will. But Stephanie, if anything happens to me at the base, set the autopilot and get back to the lair. At least for now, they don't seem to know where that is. Now hold on.
And now, the conclusion.
There's the base. Oh my god. What are all those robots?
They're Exy. They look like XE1s. But Omnis shouldn't have those yet. They wouldn't even be prototypes in 2016.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Let's take as many out as we can from here. Then we've got to get down there and find out what's going on. It's a vibro katana. That thing could cut through a steel beam. Let's get down there.
Jane! Over here!
Elizabeth! You'll get the ones on the right. I'll use my wrist laser from the ones on the left.
Brian! They came out of nowhere! You have to stop them!
I'm gonna try a microwave jammer. Hold on. Fuck, it's not working.
Natalia! Brian! Come over here!
Natalia! Natalia! No! 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 Jane! Where's Pixel?
I don't know!
Elizabeth, get clear! Head over to Agent Sovryn! I'm taking down that tower and dropping it right on them.
Stephanie, get back to Red Wolf and wait for me.
I can't leave her.
Go!
Okay.
Adelaide, what happened?
This is the wrong place and the wrong time. We need to get you to another time. Elizabeth, Jane, trust me.
Adelaide, what are you doing?
You are the only one who can solve this, Agent Sovryn. But you can't do it here. You have to do it in the future. Trust me.
Adelaide, get your hand off me! Adelaide!
We will see each other again, Brian Sovryn.
Adelaide, no! Elizabeth! We're over here. Just hold on. I think this is Osiris 1. I think this is... We're in the sky. Hold on. This whole thing's going down. Jane, I'm going to let you go. You have to trust me, okay? I promise you're not going to hit the ground when we have to jump. No! Elizabeth, we don't have parachutes. Use your dead stop. We're going to have to jump as far from this thing as we can.
Got it! This stuff always covers me.
Oh my God! Oh my God! What just happened? And how did we land safely?
It's called a dead stop. It's a special gel that can form into a bubble, which can catch anyone or anything at high velocities, and either bring it to a dead stop, or in our case, allow us to land very softly without a parachute.
Get covered in goo to save my life? Why do I feel like I get told that all the time?
Jane, Elizabeth, we have to figure out where we are and what's going on. Look. Great Satan.
What is going on? What is that?
It was a city. A city in the clouds. Osiris 1.
Osiris 1? I remember the first night we met Agent Sovryn. In the hotel, you told me.
Told her what, Brian?
I traveled through time. Years ago. Well, years ago from where we were. I went into the future, the year 2099. I ended up right there, Jane, in that city. It was beautiful. The anarchists at the end of the 21st century had created what they called permanent autonomous zones. Floating cities. They could cloak so that the rest of the earth couldn't see them. It was amazing. Organic technology that they would grow like lettuce in your backyard. Entire virtual reality universes that you could explore. And love. Love was everywhere. Now it's gone.
How did you get back?
I almost didn't want to, but I knew I had to get back to Stephanie.
Do you think Stephanie, back where we were?
No, I'm sure she's fine. If she followed my instructions, the autopilot and Red Wolf would have gotten her back safely and have dealt with any attackers. But Hadley, she was killed the instant she transported me. Us. Wherever we are.
Oh, no. But then, how do we get back?
Maybe, this time, we can't.
What do we do, Agent Sovryn?
I'm not exactly sure when we are, but I do know where we are. Sign over there says Claremont city limits. And by the looks of things, this is the Northeast United States. So I guess we're in New Hampshire. But when I was on Osiris 1 and when I visited here in 2099, this was a garden. And now it's a ruin. It's safe to guess we're at least in the 22nd century now.
The 22nd century?
And if Osiris 1 is, or was, still here, it's a good bet the other permanent autonomous zones are out there. At least some of them. Our best bet is to try and find them. They have what they call covalence networks that keep an eye on Ominous and other factions. Those networks can communicate with the passes. I know where to find some of them. So unless we can find any anarchists left in the Northeast here, we'll have to find one of those networks and contact another city. But let's be careful. The passes like Osiris 1 had shields. Whatever could take it down is likely able to easily take us out.
Right, you saying? Looks like this century has XEs. We better get out of here fast, Agent Sovryn.
Take cover!
Oh, God!
Stay down, Jane. I'm going to try and hack into their base bands and shut them down. Damn, why isn't this working? These XEs are a lot more advanced than any I've seen.
I can't fight off this many of them. Can we hack them?
Quick hack isn't going to solve this one. Though that style of hacking seems to work.
It won't for long.
I don't know, but they just saved our... Wait a minute. I recognize those uniforms.
They look like a bunch of commies.
Are those Soviet?
They are. If I were to guess, I'd say they've developed some kind of electromagnetic pulse weapons that can shut down these bots.
EMP weapons? If those are the Ruskies, how could they advance technologically without capitalism?
Jane, you don't have to engage in capitalism to advance socioeconomically. It's one way, but it's not the only way. People have the liberty to choose a system that works for them.
Well, I must say, I do like the way those commies dress. Wait a minute. Is that... Brian? That looks like you stepping out of that thing.
Commander Soviet, over here, you red devil!
Hold your fire. Agent Sovryn?
Come on, ladies.
What is going on? I have no idea. I think he's gone nutty. Well, we've all gone nutty.
Commander Soviet, Brian, it's good to see you again.
Agent Sovryn, I thought we'd seen the last. How did you get here?
I was just about to ask you the same thing. This doesn't look like the Soviet universe I left a year ago.
It isn't. And it has been many years since then. You're in the year 2199, Agent Sovryn.
2199? But how are you here? We were in 2015 when I last saw you, and it was an alternate universe.
Alternate universe?
Forgive me. Commander Soviet, this is Agent Jane Smith and Agent Elizabeth Croft, both of the Foundation. Jane, Elizabeth, this is the Red Stallion, Commander Brian Soviet of the Soviet, as you can see, he's me, from another universe.
I have so many questions.
I don't have all the answers, Agent Smith, but I do have some. I imagine this is all very disorienting.
Commander Soviet. Area is clear, but Mir 7 is reporting more bot squads are in the area. We should get back to the space station.
Understood, Lieutenant Ivanova. Cover the area with EMP mines and then get everyone back on board the dropships. We're leaving.
Where exactly are we going?
Up, Miss Apple Pie. We're going up. Into space.
Oh, well, I've been there before.
That's all a very long story. Commander, if you'd lead the way.
Of course, Agent Sovryn. We picked up my biosignature, thus your biosignature, on a sensor suite. That's how we knew to come get...
So, what was a cute piece of Americana like you doing up in space?
Oh, well, honestly, I was in an orgy, with some of my lady friends.
Orgy? You surprise me, American. You're going to fit in just fine.
Oh, well, das Vidanya then.
And somehow we ended up in this universe. My first guess was that it was yours, but I don't think it's exactly that either. Based upon things you told me when we first met, some things appear to be wrong, even if it is 200 years in the future.
How are you still alive after all this time?
Your Dr. Goldblossom can explain much of it better than I, but...
Dr. Goldblossom is here? How did her hot arse survive for 200 years?
Much the same way I did, Agent Croft, but she can tell you more about it. If you'll notice, Agent Sovryn, most of the Soviets you see here were also part of the Mir 7 crew when you came into my universe.
I'll admit I was beginning to wonder if you had some very selective breeding programs that caused all of these youngins to look just like their great-great-grandparents.
No breeding programs. We can't reproduce. We've tried very hard to.
How did all of you survive for 200 years?
The Kremlin pill that I mentioned to you before. We perfected it after you left. It's allowed most of us to live almost indefinitely, except for me. I had to be put in cryogenic suspension not long after. If you've noticed, there aren't any other men.
Now docking with Mir 7. Please disembark from the dropship in an orderly fashion.
I'll tell you more later, Agent Sovryn. Right now, let's get you all to the station's command center. As you can see, the hydroponics bay has tripled in capacity. The command center is right through here.
It's good to see you again, Agent Sovryn. I thought we'd lost you to the past.
Future seems to have an odd obsession with me, but it's good to see you too, Doctor. I had heard you were on board, but, what are you doing here?
Well, I always wanted to get into space. I just didn't know that it would be with the Soviets, or that only women can survive its rigors.
Can someone please explain to me exactly why there are only women here? It's like the Soviets became the feminist stream instead of the Marxist stream.
It's not ideological, but physiological. I'm not completely certain why this is, but it seems that only humans with 3 X chromosomes and the DRD47R gene are capable of sustained living and travel in space. For whatever reason, this biological combination expressed itself heavily in women from Eastern Europe and parts of Asia. But as you can see, if anyone without it stays in space long enough, they die. So, no men. Fortunately, I meet the criteria for space habitation. I'm still looking into it all, and I've been spending much of my time trying to find a cure.
Not that we need one. We're better off without men.
Lieutenant.
Present company accepted, Commander.
Oh. Well, maybe that's why everyone seems to get along so well here.
Dr. Goldblossom, that still doesn't explain how you're here.
Oh, of course, Agent Sovryn. After a few years when things started to fall apart on Earth, I froze myself in a cryo chamber. I left instructions with Pixel that if I were ever needed, she could bring me out of cryogenic suspension. I honestly didn't know if I would ever wake up, but...
Pixel is still alive? Pixel is here?
Somewhere. She's not exactly what you expect, Agent Sovryn. I don't know that she ever was.
Incoming Martian attack ship.
Martian? Commander, what's going on here?
Condition 3. Red alert.
Commander Rumbova reports that all EMP batteries are firing.
Get down there, Lieutenant.
Commander.
Dr. Goldblossom, please take Jane Smith and Elizabeth to your lab for genetic testing and see if they'll be able to survive space habitation and get them through a gel-based decontamination phase. Be thorough.
Oh, I will, Commander.
Brian Sovryn, you're with me. We have much more to discuss.
Level with me, Commander. I know you're on literal ice for part of it, but it's been 200 years. Whether people agree with your politics and economics or not, you've been conducting one of the greatest experiments in human history, I think. How have things been progressing?
Like you said, I haven't been here for most of it. All of the men, except for myself, died off over 150 years ago. When our scientists discovered the cellular decay increasing on those with Y chromosomes, they put me into cryogenic stasis before it could take hold. In some ways, I'm thankful. The Kremlin pill that's allowed everyone here to live for centuries wouldn't have been ready by the time outer space itself would have killed me.
But no children, Commander?
No one wants them, Agent Sovryn. Why give birth when your own eyes can see the future? Why walk around with a veritable stomach parasite growing in your belly when you can explore the entire solar system with loved ones? Understand, Agent Sovryn, these women do love each other, madly. I remember the notions of brotherhood and comradeship that were instilled in me, and, well, they're nothing compared to what I've seen here. These women have built a paradise in space. There's no hunger. There's practically no fighting. And the advancements they have made. They followed your ideals, Agent Sovryn, the principles of non-killing. Their entire ideology was defense, defense, defense. Mir 7 has shields now. They developed EMP weapons that, given enough time and power, can deactivate any of the robots the enemies of this universe have thrown at us, with no harm to anything or anyone else. This station now has its own propulsion. It's not faster than light, but it's faster than anything I've ever seen on a drawing board. I almost wonder if I were here the past 200 years, if I would have just been in the way. Their needs are met, and their flourish of their creative potential can be seen all around us.
It is incredible. When I was last here, your technology wasn't much above the Apollo program for all intents and purposes. Maybe all those theories that humanity was originally matriarchal in structure have something to them. Either way, it's remarkable what you've achieved. Is that?
I told you they were all madly in love with each other.
I guess you weren't kidding. And no other men besides you?
Well, there's you, and men can survive on Earth without problems.
Do you ever,
Agent Sovryn, you and I are the same. Our lust burns like few others. When I am requested, I get to enjoy myself.
I bet. So, who was attacking just now? Who are these Martians?
The ominous blockchain. When we first arrived in this universe, we were attacked from the Earth. Automatons and simple probes with nuclear weapons on them. Nothing we couldn't dispatch easily enough. But then more advanced automaton ships began attacking, and we couldn't detect them coming up from the Earth's atmosphere. We thought there might have been some kind of base on the moon, but...
The moon? What did you find on the moon?
An American flag, some other American equipment, and there were other things. Strange things. But no base.
So you eventually found they were coming from Mars?
We were able to find a transmission, a network, coming from multiple miniature cube satellites surrounding the Earth, and they were communicating with something on Mars. Eventually, we were able to crack the encryption scheme being used in the transmissions. It was a blockchain, going back and forth, massive amounts of data. We couldn't read everything on it, but we could easily tell that's what it was.
How did you know it was ominous? I thought your universe differed from mine before it was even created.
We know now of Ominous because of Pixel. She explained everything. She helped us recognize the blockchain in the first place, and she filled us in on many of your adventures, Agent Sovryn. You're quite the man in your universe and in your time.
She loves telling stories. I'll have to see her. Did you ever get in touch with the anarchists on Earth? The ones in the permanent autonomous zones? Osiris-1, New Hampshire?
No. Pixel suggested to us not to. She said they had their own path, a different one from ours. I was comforted knowing that other anarchist groups have survived and thrived in whatever time and whatever universe. At least us on Mir 7 are not alone. But if I had known that Ominous was going to destroy Osiris-1, I would have found a way to stop it from happening, Agent Sovryn. I promise you.
Do you know what happened to Osiris-1? They were so advanced, so protected. even 100 years ago when I was there.
Standing down from Red Alert Condition 3. All enemy ships have been deactivated.
I'm not exactly sure. Our best theory is that somehow it was able to get past all of Osiris-1's security systems. We're guessing it was a kind of phased code injection. That in combination with a coordinated attack of Ominous's XE bot squads. It's all hard to fathom, but we don't have much else. However, we do know the code that ultimately destroyed Osiris-1 also came from Mars.
Great Satan. So whatever is going on, that seems to be the heart of it. Commander, before we arrived here in 2199, back in 2016, my Foundation's headquarters was being attacked by a squad of Exes. We've seen very simple prototypes from time to time, but these were more advanced, more like the ones we encountered when you rescued me and my team. Is it possible that Ominous is somehow altering the space-time continuum itself?
Pixel has hinted at such ideas.
Then we have to do something, or Ominous may destroy more of the permanent autonomous zones, Mir 7, and who knows what else.
I agree, Agent Sovryn. The recent attack has just finished. Mir 7's power systems will need quite some time to regenerate before we can begin.
Excuse me, Commander.
Natalia!
Agent Sovryn? What are you...
I thought you were dead. I thought... Of course, you're Natalia from the alternate universe. You're Lieutenant Natalia Rambova. My Natalia...
Commander Natalia Rambova now, Agent Sovryn.
Commander?
Who do you think was running Mir 7 while I was frozen?
Commander Rambova. Natalia, you did all this?
Well, I wasn't alone, Agent Sovryn. My women are superior specimens. They are Homo Sovieticus.
Yes, of course.
I wasn't made aware that you were here, Agent Sovryn. Commander Soviet seems to keep so much from me these days.
I often communicated with your Lieutenant Valencia Ivanova, Natalia. You know that. And she seems to keep you filled in regularly. Very filled in.
Well, one so cute and sexy. How could I not work very closely with her?
Lieutenant Ivanova is certainly that, Natalia. Did you have something to report?
Da, Commander. Mir 7 systems will be fully functional again in 48 hours. They sent more ships than we're used to this time. But our shields are at full capacity, so nothing is getting through, even while the EMPs are down.
Well then, we have some downtime. Anything else?
Da. Dr. Goldblossom says she has finished with her decontamination procedure of Agent Jane Smith and Agent Elizabeth Croft. They're both genetically compatible with space habitation, and they passed the decontamination. Dr. Goldblossom says she made sure the tests were very deep penetrating and very vigorous, and that both agents were very compliant and very healthy.
I know what that means. Well, Agent Sovryn, your taste in women is fortuitous as always, it seems.
2 more women for your little army, Natalia?
It is not army anymore, Agent Sovryn. Mir 7 is simply a community. It is about survival and thriving. There are only about 100 of us left. We like it that way. And we like not having men around. Most of the time.
Good to see you too, Commander.
She's had the lives of everyone on board on her mind completely alone until she decided to thaw me out. Don't take it personal.
Oh, I don't. Say, could we get something to eat? I feel like I haven't eaten in almost 200 years.
Of course, Agent Sovryn. We can head to the commissary.
Unfortunately, I didn't bring any money, Commander.
Why, Agent Sovryn? Money isn't any good here. And don't worry, there's plenty of food.
Oh, you ANCOMs are funny guys.
Gals.
amazing meal, Commander. I'm just glad you waited to tell me that most of it was station waste put through a protein resequencer until after I ate it.
Efficiency is key to anarchy, as we say. I won't lie to you, Agent Sovryn. If this system had to handle anything over 200 people, it likely wouldn't work. It is my experience that many ways of organizing people only work at a certain scale. Small is beautiful, I think, is something one of your authors said.
I remember. I've often felt the same. Dunbar's number, they called it in the 20th century. Humans can only handle anywhere from 15 to 250 people in any meaningful way. Trying to work around that bit of human psychology has been the flaw with a lot of things, I think, technological or otherwise.
Good. Then we are in agreement. We could take yourself and your 2 agents on board as regular...
But, Commander, you and I are men. If Dr. Goldblossom is right, we can't live in space for many years before we die.
She is working on a cure, Agent Sovryn. And if we must, we can always build planetary outposts. Or we can get frozen again.
Look, Commander, I'm not sure why I'm here, but as much as I'm amazed by everything you've accomplished, eventually I need to get back home. If Jane and Elizabeth want to stay in this lesbian utopia, that's fine, but I have someone more important to get back to.
I have heard about this Stephanie. She sounds like she was a remarkable woman. I understand she was integral in...
Commander, Brian, I've gone through time in other dimensions before, and I've always been able to get back to her. I'll make sure this time is no different.
She is gone now, Brian Sovryn. Your history is gone. There is only now. You know this. And some people that have died in your time are still alive here. Natalia...
Commander Soviet and Agent Sovryn, please report to Commander Umbova's quarters. Please report to Commander Umbova's quarters.
Well, speak of the devil.
Agent Soviet and I are here, Commander.
Whoa, Natalia, did we come at an inconvenient time? That's quite the, well, barely a uniform you have on there.
Oh, no, it's very convenient time. Come in, boys.
Sounds like you're showing someone a good time, Commander.
My apple pie.
Oh, that's Jane Smith. She's having fun with one of our pleasure bots in my bedroom.
Pleasure bots?
Oh, God! I didn't know you could do that.
Yes, we built them to, how you say, well, we don't usually like the actor, we do like the action.
Well, I guess you really don't need men.
We don't. But that doesn't mean that a couple of them aren't desirable.
Natalia, if this is...
You know, Commander, I was just telling Jane there about the last time Brian Sovryn was with us. I told her how the red stallion and the golden stallion made me feel things that I don't think any machine could do.
Whoa, Natalia, hey!
Brian Sovryn, here on Mir 7, we freely express our love. We don't possess each other, we experience each other. Please, let me experience both of you again. I would never let any other men touch me.
Oh, God. That was... Natalia? Who are you talking to?
Natalia.
Oh, Brian. Commander Soviet.
Looks like someone ordered 2 extra large sausage pizzas.
Oh, Natalia.
Come help me, Jane. There's obviously plenty to go around.
Oh,
Oh, my. Commander Soviet. I guess you really are just like Brian Sovryn. May I? Call me Jane. If this is communism, I want all of you to share me. Oh, please. Oh, yes, yes! 2 stallions! 2 stallions! Oh, Jane. Your enthusiasm is so Russian. Oh, Natalia, could your pleasure bot join us too? Da, of course. Doing it for America, Jane? Oh, God, no. I'm an anarchist now. I do it for me.
Been over 40 hours. We generally don't like to even use the EMP weapons, but we're concerned that if Ominous gets to test the shields too much, it might learn a harmonic pattern for the shields that would allow their attack ships to get through somehow. They have no problem throwing as many ships as necessary at us, since they're all robotic.
Commander Soviet and Agent Sovryn, please report to Pixel in Lab B5. Please report to Pixel in Lab B5.
Wow, do you get called for a lot?
You get used to it. Pixel, we're here.
Ta-da! Oh my, 2 of you. Well, this could be fun.
Pixel, what are you doing here? How are you still alive? And what are you doing on Mir 7?
Agent Sovryn, Brian, there's so much to tell you, but it'll have to be another time. Let's just say I'm not exactly human.
Are you software?
Getting warmer, Brian.
I can touch you, but I don't understand.
Don't try to right now. There's something else we need to discuss. You're probably wondering how both you and Commander Soviet are here in the future, near your Earth.
At first I didn't think it was my Earth, but I saw what happened to Osiris-1.
And that's why you're here. Why both of you are here. I brought you here together. The universe is now, how to put it, a merged reality. It's neither yours, Brian Sovryn, and not yours, Brian Soviet. But to save every universe, I need to bring the 2 of you together.
Why?
The blockchain you're fighting is growing. The very fact that it is turned complete is allowing it to go beyond this universe. It should have never been programmed that way. But now it threatens to conquer every universe, not just ours.
But how can we defeat something so powerful?
The base on Mars, in order to spread to other universes, it needed to have a centralized node in this universe. That base is the primary node. If it is destroyed, the blockchain is destroyed.
And how can we do that?
The two of you will have to figure that part out. Just know that you can. The two of you are special. I can't believe I actually have two Bryans in it. I'm so excited.
Relax, Commander. I think I have an idea. Pixel, thank you.
Wait! Before you go.
What is it, Pixel?
I haven't seen you in so long, Agent Sovryn. And both of you are here.
Pixel, we can't... Not now.
We have work to do, Agent Sovryn. Pixel.
Understood, Commander.
Two of you are going to land on Mars, knowing that Ominous has a presence there? This is suicide!
Natalia, we have to find out what's there. You've already said that we can't get any scans on the planet. If it's just the two of us, we can get in and get out, likely without anyone even noticing. We could hide in containers the size of small meteors that would get launched from the station's hypertubes. We'd be there in no time, and it would look totally natural.
And how do you put landing thrusters on something that size? Are you going to just crash and hope for the best? We have a technology called Dead Stop. It's a gel that can be launched onto the surface from the front of the containers, and it will eliminate the inertia of entry and create a soft landing for the craft. Well, that's convenient. It's still suicide for you two. And how will you get back?
You'll move Mir 7 to Mars' orbit. We're probably going to need the EMP firepower of Mir 7 anyway, depending on what we find. But you won't leave until we report back. If something does happen to us, there's no need to endanger the station and the community.
Natalia, we have to do this. If we're ever going to stop these attacks once and for all. We told you what Pixel said the ominous blockchain is doing. Every universe depends on this.
Fine. But you two are not going alone. Take Valencia with you.
But Lieutenant Ivanova is...
She's the toughest and most qualified woman on Mir 7. If anything goes wrong down there, I know she can save your collective ass.
We're not exactly noobs, Natalia.
Don't make me pull rank on you, Agent Sovryn.
Hey, I'm not in your army.
It's not an army. Don't make me pull something else.
Yes, ma'am. Commander Soviet, shall we?
Lieutenant Valencia Ivanova.
Commander.
Meet Agent Sovryn and I in Docking Bay 2.
I always wanted to go to Mars. And hey, while we're there, maybe I can finally see that face.
The face?
Long story, Commander. Let's get going.
sensors were right when we made atmospheric entry. This is a base, one of the two we detected. But this isn't what I was expecting either. It is definitely Russian. So is that why they call it the Red Planet? No? Come on. Yeah, I know, a bad joke.
Commander Soviet, why would there be a Russian base on Mars? We knew the ominous blockchain had base here, and governments have sent machines, but I thought we were the first humans to ever step foot here.
I'm not sure, but we're going to get some answers. Make a quick perimeter sweep, Lieutenant Ivanova. I'd heard rumors about this sort of thing. Alternative 3, they call it. It was a joint U.S.-Russian space program to put a base on Mars in the 1960s. There was never enough evidence to really say if it was true or not. Hell, they even made fake documentaries about it in the 20th century, making a mockery of the whole idea. It would appear it is not a mockery, Agent Sovryn. But then the real question is, what happened to it? There's equipment, uniforms, and external gear, Soviet battle tanks that appear to be pressurized, even what looks like food storage, but it's in shambles, and no bodies. Something else. My sensors are... What is going on? Wait, that looks like...
Commander, we have visitors. Bots on approach, and they're not ours. Weapons hot.
Shit. Alright, let's double tap into the rubble we found back there. I think I saw a cavern system of some kind. Let's go, go! I think we lost them. Agent Sovryn to Commander Rumbova, come in. Come in, Natalia.
Copy, Agent Sovryn. What have you found?
We found a base, but it's not exactly what we thought it was. There's another base here near Olympus Mons. That must be where Ominous' central node is.
Then we can attack it there with dropships at Mir 7.
That's where we run into a problem. Shortly after landing, our hand sensors were taken over by the Ominous blockchain wirelessly. I don't know that we can get dropships in that close. I'm guessing anything much more computerized than this communicator can be cracked into by Ominous. And then whoever is in it is toast.
Then what do you suggest we do, Agent Sovryn?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that.
I told you this was a suicide mission.
Wait a second. Natalia, is Dr. Goldblossom with you?
She's here.
Dr. Goldblossom, where did you put yourself in cryogenic suspension?
Agent Sovryn?
Where was your cryo chamber?
I was in the Wolf's Lair. It's the safest place on Earth.
Was Red Wolf still there when you woke up?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Do you think you can integrate the Soviet EMP technology into Red Wolf?
Of course. I'd have to add an organic chamber to Red Wolf's hardpoints. But yes, it could be done.
Good. Okay. Here's the crazy part. Do you think Red Wolf could function normally on Mars?
Brian, that's...
Could Red Wolf do it?
The atmospheric pressure on Mars is about 1% that of Earth. And that's a problem. But if we double the length of the rotor blades and added a third blade, I think it would work.
Dr. Goldblossom, you're brilliant. In any century.
Why, thank you, Agent Sovryn.
What is your plan, Agent Sovryn?
Natalia, Dr. Goldblossom can give you coordinates for a hollowed-out mesa in North America on Earth. Send a dropship there. You're going to be picking up a helicopter.
A helicopter?
And be gentle with it. That's my lady. Bring it to Mir 7 and have Dr. Goldblossom retrofit it with EMPs.
Then?
Bring it to Mars. Send down a small squad of your best ladies with some more large EMP weapons. Lieutenant Ivanova here is going to lead her own little tank brigade.
This is crazy.
It's not crazy. Commander Soviet, tell him. This is crazy. Ugh. Everyone's a critic.
It has a good name. Red Wolf. Yeah, I thought you'd like that. Fortunately, the entire thing was built with air-gap systems. Its only communications is through Li-Fi, lasers. That way it's not constant communication and everything received gets firewalled before it gets to any other systems. Ominous would run into a vacuum tube and probably self-destruct from the simplicity of it all. This thing is more mechanical than computerized. Most impressive. Yeah, I think so. And same goes for the tanks we outfitted with EMPs. Fortunately, they're pressurized, but otherwise, it's 60s Russian tank technology. There's nothing for Ominous to crack into. If Lieutenant Ivanova and her small tank regiment can distract Ominous's forces long enough for us to get in there with Red Wolf's laser disruptors, we should be able to fry Ominous's circuits and destroy the central node. Are you sure you can handle the defensive systems, Commander? It's as if they were designed for me. Yeah, they kind of were. Are you sure this thing will be able to fly in the Martian atmosphere? Nope. But we're about to find out. Let's go.
Lieutenant, Valeria, are you sure you want to do this?
I wish to spend my life in peace on Mir 7, but if I'm going to go, I might as well do it in a regiment of EMP tanks with girlfriends. I just hope this works.
Remember, the tank regiment is just a diversion. You don't have to die out there. Just keep Ominous busy.
We'll keep them busy. Keep our beds warm.
Valeria, I love you.
I love you too, Natalia. Lieutenant Ivanova out. All right, ladies, charge up your EMPs and roll out. We have a blockchain to destroy.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I see it right there.
Radio into Lieutenant Ivanova and give her coordinates for that base. Let's hang back till they get here. No need to blow our load before the real party starts.
Affirmative. The tanks are on their way. Let's sit.
What the? Nothing showed up on my... Hold on. Figures ominous with heavy air patrols. We're going to have to take them out. Ready the sunburst in case they launch any projectiles. Fire up the EMP cannons. It's time for a little old-fashioned red dogging. Scanners are showing multiple explosions. Alert the tank crews to get out of there. I want one more crack at it.
is destruction confirmed. Well done, Commander. And well done, Agent Sovryn.
Systems are showing a failure of Red Wolf's thorium reactor. Systems are losing power. We're going down, agents.
Oh, fuck. Why do we always end up crashing at the end of these episodes? Hold on.
Oh, Valeria, I never thought I'd see you again.
Nothing would keep me from your arms, Natalia. I need you.
Oh, I need you too. Oh, my. Sorry. We were just looking for some food.
American, come here. You have found some apple pie, yes?
Lieutenant,
Call me Valeria, British one. What's your name?
I'm Elizabeth.
You joined too.
Well, we're all anarchists, aren't we?
Yes.
Why not?
What is going on here?
Pixel! Yeah, just celebrating. Oh, please. Oh, God. Please join us.
You come with this. Have so much fun.
Pixel, come here, darling. Oh, Pixel, come here, dear. Agent Sovryn. Brian.
What? Where am I?
You're on Mir 7. Red Wolf crashed after you destroyed the ominous blockchain. You did it.
Groovy. Where's Commander Soviet?
Brian, I'm sorry. He didn't make it.
What?
In the crash, we found his uniform, and it's best you not think about it now.
I can't not think about it. I feel like a part of me just died. Did everyone...
Everyone else is fine. We lost a couple of our women, but Lieutenant Ivanova, Elizabeth, and most of the other tank crews made it.
I can't believe...
It's all right, Brian. He was a great man. I know he'd be proud of this day. Just relax, Brian. Pixel said she can return you to your time and universe. She can return all of us to where we belong.
Elizabeth and Jane?
They have decided to stay with us. Jane has fallen in love with one of our robots.
I'm out of it for a little while and everyone starts getting delusions of, well, they're individuals. It's their choice. It's not like I held them down to any contract. Fucking contracts. Tell Pixel I'm ready to go home whenever she can take me there.
I still love you, Brian Sovryn.
Natalia, What? In the Wolf's lair.
Agent Sovryn? What are you doing here?
Dr. Goldblossom, what's the year? The year!
It's 2016, of course.
And where's Stephanie?
She's in the Layer's control center. She's been there since she arrived in Red Wolf. How did you...
Not now, Doctor, thank you.
Sure thing, Agent Sovryn.
Stephanie!
Brian? Oh my god! I didn't know!
Oh, I know. It's okay, my love. Everything's okay.
I love you. I was so worried. Where have you been? What happened?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. But I'm here now. I'm here. I'll always be here. I'll always be here. Ha 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 ha.